Good morning. Welcome into Health and Wellness Sundays, even though it is Monday. Yesterday was a bit of a day, so I did not get to video. I am coming back on to YouTube doing my health and wellness videos. So I'm starting today, and I'm going to be talking about the thymus gland today. And I have an invested interest in this subject because I went on a search to find out why the older people are more prone to the COVID-19 than the younger people. And my invested interest is I am closer to 70 than I am 65. And here I am, thriving, I'm alive, woo! Anyway, what I want to talk about is why does the thymus gland shrink as we age? So the location of the thymus gland is on top of the heart, underneath your breastplate, underneath your thyroid. Don't get the two confused. They're two completely different glands. So anyway, when you were born, your thymus gland, it's pretty large. It's very large. That's because it has not been exposed yet at that time to any bacteria, viruses, and so it hasn't put on its training wheels on its bicycle yet. Didn't started practicing protecting your body and building your immunity. When it's exposed, it begins to develop the immunity. So you have to be exposed in order to acquire immunity over time. Now, as you age, it starts to decrease in size. By the time you're about 75, your thymus gland is pretty much all fat. It's gone. You no longer have that immunity right there. And that is one of the reasons why the elderly are at risk, a higher risk. Their immune system has been depleted. So anyway, it's called thymic involution when it shrinks, or thymic atrophy. Atrophy means shrinkage, like when a muscle atrophies, like mine have over this lockdown, it shrinks. So anyway, without the thymus working, your risk of infection, cancer, and autoimmune diseases goes up. You're more at risk than you are. One of the primary functions of the thymus is to protect against autoimmune diseases. So you need those thymuses to be working in perfect health. The decreased antioxidants, if you have decreased you have more oxidation going on in your body. Oxidation is like rust on metal, and this oxidation kills your cells. So, and that's not what you want. So you really should be increasing your intake of amounts of oxidative vegetables, a large amount of green leafy vegetables. You've got blueberries. Any berry has an antioxidant in it, so you really should preferably be eating everything raw throughout your life, not just while you're worried about COVID-19. Anyway, the T cells, the T killer cells, there are three functions to the thymus with the cells. The T killer cells, antiviral, and kill tumor cells. The T help, and it kill tumors as in cancer, as I mentioned earlier, I do believe. The T helper cell is it's the commander of the entire immune system. HIV targets this cell. The T helper cell, it takes it out, and if it takes it out and HIV takes your entire immune center is gone. So anyway, you want to, but it's the T helper cell, let me think, as the command center, think of a football team. You got the quarterback, but you have the coach. So the command center, the coach who designs the plays in a football play out there. So you take the T helper out and everything goes downhill. It's all downhill from there. No ifs, ands, or buts. So that you have the third one, the T regulatory suppressor cell. It's evolved in suppressing an overactive immune system. It will put out inflammation, also particularly prevent autoimmune diseases. So if you take this cell out, your risk factor goes up. Okay, when you hit the age 65, the ability of these cells to diminish significantly. So you are more at risk, and your risk factors go up. Below 65 and healthy, if you're healthy and you're below 65, are the odds of you dying from COVID-19 is like getting in your car and driving to work. Not very many odds against that you're going to die in an accident on your way to work. Anyway, over 65, the risk goes up. 65 is the key age for your immune system. That's the key age. Now, here's the thing. We cannot control getting older. Wish we could. I'd love to be young all the time. But I can't. Neither can you. So what can we do? We can increase our antioxidants, as I mentioned earlier, in what we're eating. Raw vegetables, raw fruits. Preferably the green leafy and berries and things like that. All raw fruits and vegetables do have a certain amount of antioxidant properties in them. So, and you can lower your stress levels because less sustained stress in your life causes shrinkage of your thymus because it constantly has that cortisol, that fight or flight hormone beating it to death. So it'll cause your thymus to atrophy, and it also will attack your lymph nodes. Your lymph system will go into the fight or flight also, which is a part of your immune system. And if you have a zinc deficiency, it's going to cause your thymus to atrophy too. So how hard is it, and it's not expensive, to buy a zinc supplement and take it every day? Not that hard. So anyway, so you can, preventing autoimmunity as long as possible in our lives, that is key. So we really need to keep our thymus as healthy as we can and keep the size of our thymus as long as we can. Through your life, if you've been exposed to germs, you have a tremendous amount of antibodies sitting in your body, sitting there to help protect you. But it's not like when you were a child at all. So it's very important to maintain the health of your thymus gland. So it will protect you. You want to keep your resistance to infection very high. So there is a support supplement that's out there, and it's called a thymus extract. I researched it yesterday, and I was looking for it. I've actually ordered it. It's a little pricey. I found it on Amazon, but there was a lot of the different thymus supplements out there. The one I prefer is from New Zealand. It is grass-fed. The thymus extract comes from the organs of the cow, the bovine, a cow. So it's called, it goes under another name also called bovine extract, but it's probably easier just to put thymus extract in there. You're getting the same thing. I've read all of the reviews, and the lower the price, when I looked at the ingredients on these thymus extracts, they weren't, the higher the fillers content, different chemicals. So I preferred to pay a little bit more to get a better quality. you may end up paying over $50 for 180 capsules. Anyway, it is recommended that if you have never taken the thymus extract, that you start out small. Don't take the whole capsule, take it apart, and take some of the freeze-dried granulars for maybe about a week or two, half of them, and then after 2 weeks increase your amount of what you're taking over time, because you could have a reaction. It's not a bad reaction that's going to kill you or make you, it's just going to make you feel sick. You might have a little bit of a reaction. You might feel a little, whoa. This is Molly. She's my tripod. She was born with only 3 legs. I was not expecting a guest on my show. Anyway, I hope that you have gained something out of this, and that I was able to help you out a little bit. And thank you for watching and stopping in. I guess Molly's off to other adventures. Anyway, thank you. See you next time. Molly.